my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, you are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. But the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Pratt, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Pratt gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pratt, he can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That last run, pretty monumental, Charles. He just toppled 15,000 career rushing yards.
And that just leads me to a question, and even before that, a tip.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Pratt. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ballgame.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the screen. Pass. Undercut, undercut, undercut.
This is Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 3rd down. Pratt, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Time to look at the defensive starters for the New York Giants. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We'll look now at our starting defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, Pratt. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call sack block.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Vick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Here's 2nd and 8. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On first down, Barkley, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Vic will look to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Vic is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Come on now. Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Vic. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Let's go, baby.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
Here we go.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They'll run on first down. It's Harrington. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vic. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack at this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Vic. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Pratt. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pratt. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Two times. Hey, we got 4. Ready, go.
On first down, Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down, Pratt. He gets this one to Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Pratt. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
He's not going to get me.
Vick operating on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball. Offensively,
nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Vick. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they currently trail the...
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They hand off to their big tight end. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And an alley to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A first down throw coming for Vic. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Vic. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, Vic. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That throw by Vic, incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. Hey, he's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pratt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
1st down, Vick. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, team. 6 guys.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action now, Vick. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Vick. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. Got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Third and short yardage, Vick. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Pratt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. To throw on third down. Pratt. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Looking to throw. Pratt with a catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Pratt. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Pratt. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Vic readies to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.